Hey, what's good, y'all? Fuzion here, back with another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to Stephen A's list, top 5 players who need to show out in the playoffs. I skipped all the way ahead to the top 4 because, there's he's going to ramble. So I'm just skipped ahead a little bit. I wanted to get to the point so we could just talk about the main shit real quick. And then if you want to watch exactly what he has to say and what he wants to say, then you can watch the video. But I'm going to take over and say some shit. And then we will talk about one. All three of us, Three, me, Stephen A, and you. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. 5 players who need to step it up in the playoffs, who need to show out, who need to get buckets. Number 5, Luka. Absolutely, it's important for Luka to show something because I think it's time for these Lakers to see if we have something. There's a lot of talk every single year that the Lakers will make it to the playoffs and then win a championship, saying that this is our year. It has never been. But we have an interesting thing, I guess, is the best thing that I can say. We have a young star who just came to our team who is a aggressive passer, someone who will score the basketball and try to get, I don't know if he's trying to get his, but it definitely looks like he be trying to get his. But is also willing to get some assists too. So sort of like a James Harden, a Thunder's Russell Westbrook, and some nights with number 4 here, Jimmy Butler. But so we have somebody like that, and then we have somebody who is really coming into their own, Austin Reeves. We have someone who can keep up scoring wise. That has always been the problem with the Lakers these past few years. We never have that third option to to score, because Anthony Davis could get his, LeBron can get his, and sort of share the sugar a little bit. But with Luka, who can get his and share, and I think LeBron will be a little bit more willing to pass the ball, I think even more, to give it to Austin Reeves to score the ball. We can keep up offensively. If you've looked at the game stats these past few nights, you've seen Austin Reeves have 20 plus and shooting at a really good clip. The problem is Luka is shooting trash. He needs to figure out his shot, but I'm sure he will. Or it just could be another Lakers curse. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about Jimmy Butler. This is important. They've been playing well, really well. The Warriors, and it's because of this guy. If I was Steph Curry, nah, fuck it. If I was Steph Curry, I'd give Jimmy Butler a kiss on the lips every single fucking night, bro. Think about it. You have Draymond Green, one of the most unselfish superstars to play, and I don't care what y'all say, he is a superstar. He is the reason that this Warriors team became the Warriors. He does a lot on the court that will get noticed and that won't get noticed. It's very, very important that he is on that team, and I'm glad that they didn't get rid of him because he works well with somebody like Jimmy Butler, who does damn near the exact same thing but can score the basketball also. So Steph Curry gets to run the fuck around with 2 unselfish superstars who do not care about scoring and like to defend. That's a shooter's dream. And I have a joke there, but I'm not going to say it. But that's a shooter's dream. So, if they can keep this going, keep this momentum, and if Jimmy Butler can take it up another notch in the playoffs like he always does, you got to watch out for this Warriors team. You really do. Number 3, Anthony Davis. I think this is a very, very interesting thing. He's injured. I don't know if he will be back. I don't even know if the Mavs will make it to the playoffs at this point. But if he does get in, he needs to show everybody why he is Anthony Davis. And it wasn't just he was getting carried by LeBron. Because some nights it definitely looked like he was getting carried by LeBron. But this is his time to show that the trade was even, was not lopsided, and that he is still AD. Now, there could be a time where he could sign somewhere else after he serves his sentence. That's how I'm going to say it here. And, you know, that could be a possibility. So, he could be also trying to hoop, show that he is still capable, and he could go somewhere else. Chicago. There's another team that he said he was wanting to play for, but I think he's from Chicago, something like that. So yeah. Next we got Donovan Mitchell. The Cavs have been hooping. I think it's time for the Cavs to really. It's time for Donovan Mitchell to really step into his own, because I think him and Jason Tatum went up together at the same time, and I think that Jason Tatum's team has just been better. I think Donovan Mitchell's team is getting there, and now I want to see if he could push through. He's been to the playoffs all except once. I will need to confirm that. I just can't remember, because I feel like he has been with Utah, I think once, twice. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, so this should be his time. I think he'll get to the conference finals. I think this Cavs team is strong enough to get to the conference finals. I really do. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think about 2, 3, 4, and 5, and do you agree? Personally, I would move Jimmy Butler up to 3 and move AD down to 4. Just showing this right now. I really wonder who number 1 is, but if we're doing this, that's how I would do it, because I don't think that Dallas is going to make it to the playoffs. Let them probably make it to the play-in. I think they should just give it up, because this nigga's hurt. But there's a good chance that this Warriors team figured it out with Jimmy Butler and could be a contender for the finals. So that is my argument. And why I want to keep Luka at 5 is because I feel like he doesn't really have to show out that much, because we got fucking LeBron. So whatever. Let's go ahead and see who's number 1.
The Boston last year. You got a crew now. That Hunter deal helped y'all immensely. There is no excuse. If Donovan Mitchell
why the hell is this shit frozen?
Star that we know him to be, because he has had big games, not just bad games, but big good games, big great games, and playoff action. Who knows what Cleveland could do? Donovan Mitchell, this is you, my brother. You just ain't number 1 on the list. Give it to me right here, please.
Oh.
Well, Ja Morant.
Oh. This is more of a statement thing for Ja, I think. Where are they in the standings? They're second in the West. There's a conversation about the face of the league. There's a conversation about the best guards in the league. And all these has something to do with Ja Morant, that he fits. This is important for Ja Morant for a comeback season because of some, last season. His injuries, his all that other shit. This Grizzlies team has been at the door. I think they're better this year. It's time for Ja Morant to surpass Donovan Mitchell, for sure. It's time for him to be in that conversation with Jason Tatum, Luka, Giannis, Jokic. It's time for Ja Morant to try to get there. get past Shea. It's time. And I think he could possibly do it. John Morant could do it. Because I think there's another level to his game. You see he's learning to slow down a little bit. Imagine if he knows how to do full, like control his speed even better than he does. He'll be even better. Imagine if he learns how to shoot a little bit better. I think, shout out to Wemby. I mean, I hope he does, get healthy. I hope he gets rest. Just for him, to survive. I mean, that's some serious shit. But for him to come back, of course, that's the goal. Of course, I would want to see him. But if it wasn't for Wemby, I think Ja has a really, really crazy ceiling. And I don't think a lot of people talk about it. He reminds me of young Kobe, Froby number 8. Just a wild dude learning how to figure out how to use all this athleticism and wrap it into skill. And he's going to have to figure it out. And I think he will figure it out. And I think we will see some of that in the playoffs. Because this playoffs is going to be really fucking good. And, of course, the ratings are low as hell with, the regular season. I do think that's just standard because there's so many games. There's still NFL going on. And there's just, a lot of games. So, now I'm sure we're going to see, an uptick in people watching. The playoffs are coming. People are going to pretend to say if they've been watching all season, so they're going to act like, they know what the fuck they're talking about. So, yeah. I'm battle tested. Y'all saw. So go ahead. Well, mostly with the Lakers. I ain't even going to lie. I don't watch a lot of the other teams. I will catch a Warriors game every so often. I do watch some Bucks games because I think Giannis is my favorite player right now. So I will watch some Bucks games. Definitely watch some Memphis games. Not a lot, but I'll catch some. But I mostly watch the Lakers. So if you played against the Lakers, I watched your team play. So yeah, you could definitely expect more people to watch for the playoffs. You're gonna see. People are going to see it, man. That's all. That's all. I'm surprised Shea isn't on here. And why is there only one person in the East? I think who needs to show out, I'm going to just plug somebody in, honorable mention. Cade Cunningham. He's been balling. That team has been balling. Shout out to Detroit. I like when a team that was struggling the year before starts hooping. So even Orlando, I liked how they came up. Shout out to them. It just makes the game more fun to watch. This East is going to be very, very interesting in my opinion. Of course, you got Cleveland and Boston. They're strong. The Knicks, they're hooping. You cannot count out Indiana anymore. Milwaukee, they're solid. But you still got these young teams, man. You still got Detroit and Orlando. And, of course, Trae Young is in the play-in. So there's a possibility he'll sneak up on you and kill your team. So that East looks interesting. I'm surprised there wasn't a lot of conversation there. But I'd definitely throw in Cade Cunningham, Damian Lillard. No, I should say Kuzma, but he ain't. Whatever. Yeah, Damian Lillard. Cat. And I throw Cat in there. Yeah, so that's 3. Damian Lillard, Cat, Cade Cunningham. Shout out to them. I'll throw them in there. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I got. Tell me what you guys think. in the comments down below. Yeah. Peace.